Welcome back to my channel Math School. In today's video we are going to learn the trigonometric identities, that is the introduction to exercise 11.4 from chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. In my previous videos I have completed examples 1 to 11 and exercises 11.1 to 11.3 from the same chapter. If you have not watched these videos, do find the link in the description box below or click the I button above. So now quickly let us begin with the video. Section 11.5 from chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry says trigonometric identities. So there are three trigonometric identities, that is cos square a plus sin square a is equal to 1. The second trigonometric identity is 1 plus tan square a is equal to secant square a, and the third trigonometric identity is cot square a plus 1 is equal to cosecant square a. So in this video we are going to prove these trigonometric identities one by one. So for that we have to consider a right angle triangle ABC which is right angled at B, and we have two acute angles A and C. But since here in the identities we have the angle as A, we are considering our angle A as our acute angle. Always it is better to take our acute angle at the base, but since in our textbook our acute angle is not in the base, according to the textbook I am going to explain here, we are going to take our acute angle A as here. Okay, so how do we prove these trigonometric identities? To prove these trigonometric identities, we are considering a right angle triangle and we are going to apply Pythagoras theorem here since we are considering a right angle triangle, right? So write down, in triangle ABC right angled at B. So applying the Pythagoras theorem here, our hypotenuse is AC. Now since A is our acute angle, the side opposite the acute angle is the opposite side or the perpendicular, and the side along A will be our base. So according to our Pythagoras theorem, we have hypotenuse square is equal to the perpendicular square plus the base square. So here our hypotenuse is AC. So AC square is equal to the perpendicular is BC, BC square plus the base is AB. So we will get here AB square. So now to obtain the trigonometric identities, we should also know this fraction, that is PBP divided by HHB, right? So here in this fraction, perpendicular by hypotenuse will give us the sine value, base by hypotenuse is cos, and perpendicular by base is tan. Similarly, the reciprocal of this, hypotenuse by perpendicular is cosecant, then hypotenuse by base is secant, and base by perpendicular will be cot. Okay, this we have already studied in our previous videos, which will give us the fraction for the trigonometric functions. Now look at our first trigonometric identity which we are going to prove here first. So we have cos square A plus sin square A is equal to 1. So what is the value of sine and cos in this fraction? Sine is perpendicular by hypotenuse and cos is base by hypotenuse. So in the denominator in both the cases we have hypotenuse, so we are going to divide this equation which we have obtained, let us name it as equation 1 by Pythagoras theorem. We are going to divide by our hypotenuse, that is AC. Okay, so write down, dividing both the sides of equation 1 by our hypotenuse, that is AC square. Equation 1 can also be rewritten as AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square, right? So let us divide the whole equation on both left hand side by AC square and right hand side also by AC square. Here on the left hand side, let us separate the denominator and numerator, and we can write it as AB square divided by AC square plus BC square divided by AC square. On the right hand side, this AC square and AC square will get cancelled and we will be left with 1. Now we have AB square by AC square. So here if you look at what is the value of AB, AB is the base and AC value is the hypotenuse. AB by AC is what? base by hypotenuse, which is equal to cos A, right? Because our angle A is our acute angle, so we are taking here cos A. Similarly, what is BC by AC value? BC by AC will be equal to, BC here is perpendicular and AC is again the hypotenuse. So the perpendicular by hypotenuse value will be sine, so it is sine A here. So this equation can also be rewritten as AB by AC the whole square plus BC by AC the whole square is equal to 1, right? So what is the value of AB by AC? It is cos A the whole square plus BC by AC is sine A. So this will be sine A the whole square is equal to 1. Now what is cos A the whole square? The cos A the whole square can also be rewritten as cos square A plus again sine A the whole square can also be rewritten as sine square A equal to 1, right? So we have proved our first trigonometric identity, that is cos square A plus sine square A is equal to 1. Now similarly, let us prove our second identity. Now here in our first identity, we divided up both the sides by AC square or the hypotenuse square. Now we are going to divide by AB square or the base to obtain our second identity. Now let us prove our second identity by dividing this equation 1 both the sides by the base, that is the AB square. Similarly, to prove the third trigonometric identity, we will divide by the perpendicular. Okay, so to prove the first identity, we divided by our hypotenuse, that is AC square. Now to prove the second identity, we are dividing by base, that is the AB square, and to prove the third identity, we will divide by the perpendicular, that will be BC square. Okay, so let us again divide this in equation 1. So our equation is given as AC square is equal to BC square plus AB square, which can also be rewritten as AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now let us divide both the hand sides by AB square. AC square again divided by AB square. Now let us separate these two terms on the left hand side. So we will write AB square divided by AB square plus BC square divided by AB square is equal to AC square divided by AB square. So here AB square and AB square will get cancelled and we will be left with 1 plus BC square by AB square. This can also be rewritten as BC by AB the whole square is equal to, again here AC square by AB square can be rewritten as AC by AB the whole square. Okay, so what is the value of BC by AB? So here what is BC by AB? Let us find out. BC value is the perpendicular and AB is base. So what is perpendicular by base? Perpendicular by base is tan theta, right? So we will write here tan A. Okay, so 1 plus tan A the whole square equal to AC by AB. So what is the value of AC by AB? Let us find out. AC is hypotenuse and AB is base. So hypotenuse by base will be what? Secant A. So let us substitute here AC by AB as secant A the whole square. So this can also be rewritten as what? 1 plus tan square A equal to secant square A. Right, so we have proved again our second identity. Now coming to our last identity, so let us again divide our equation 1 by perpendicular BC on both hand sides. So divide both the sides by BC square in equation 1. Okay, so here this equation 1 can be rewritten as AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. Now dividing both the hand sides by BC square. Okay, so let us separate here AB square by BC square plus BC square by BC square is equal to AC square by BC square. here AB square by BC square can also be rewritten as AB by BC the whole square plus BC square and BC square will get cancelled, so plus 1 equal to AC by BC the whole square. Right, now let us find out the value of AB by BC. Okay, so AB by BC, so here AB value is the base and BC value is the perpendicular. So base by perpendicular is what? It is cot theta, so it is cot A here. Okay, so this is cot A the whole square plus 1 equal to, what is AC by BC? Again we have to find out AC by BC. AC is hypotenuse and BC is perpendicular, so hypotenuse by perpendicular is what? Cosecant A. Cosecant A, so this will be equal to cosecant A the whole square, which can be rewritten as cot square A plus 1 equal to cosecant square A. So this is how we prove our third identity as well. So if you have any further doubts, you can comment me below in the comment section. In my next video, I'll be solving example 13 from chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry. So till then, do like my video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button below to get the latest updates of my videos, as I'll be completing the whole syllabus for class 10th SLC Insert Math. And also do watch the related videos of chapter 11, Introduction to Trigonometry, shown on the screen. Thank you.